144. There's 146 is the next one.
Far out. This GPS is really
Off.
Oh, yeah, best way of saying it. Anyway, here we are in Mount Tamborine again, still, for alleged Eastern Brown. No numbers.
There's also no
So we'll find out in a sec. Once we find this time, we'll see what happens. He did say it's at his mailbox all the time and it's there every day. It's in some rocks. So Eastern Browns are not often up on the mountain, although I've caught 4 or 5, but they're not often up on the mountain. I'm leaning more towards yellow-faced whipsnake, but we'll find out in a sec, won't we? We'll talk to the customer in a minute, but this particular plant, the root system is a real pain in the butt.
Looks like a couple of leaves here, I think.
Sure does, doesn't it?
Like a nested carpet place.
See, if there was an Eastern Brown, I'd prefer to be on this side. Yep. Looks like I'm driving down there to find out more information. But he did say it is letterbox. There is a snake here. Can you, a yellow-faced whip. On the other side, and it's right there.
Probably what it is.
Right there.
Probably what he means by near the
Well, let's
mailbox.
catch that and then we'll go on.
Head?
Its head
He's up in
is going into the bushes.
Yeah, I'm not getting that.
So you know what, it's not the only one here. And there's one there too.
Right in front of you.
And there's one there. So there's not one Eastern Brown, there's whip snakes galore all over it.
Still in here, I'll push it out.
Yeah. Going through. I've just seen something then. Gonna come back out here to me, isn't it? See how fast the whip snakes are? They're famous for making us look like a goose, but at least he knows they're not Eastern Browns. And he's going to have more than, like we've seen 2, so there'll be 10 of them here.
And the flash is unreal.
Yeah. I'm going to stick my foot into the base of this tree, alright? Try to. Look at that. What have we got here? Number 3. Oh, what's happened to you, brother? Look at his tail. It's one of the males. We got a bag handy? Yeah, I've got one of the boys. Its tail's flogged. Like something just now has done damage to it. Just this morning. A lot of.
That's a small one compared to the other 2.
Yeah, the other 2 would.
She's laid eggs.
Yeah, she has just laid eggs, is it?
Yeah.
But look at its ass.
Oh.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, that one's it's flogged.
Yeah, compared to the other 2.
These rocks will be full of them. If he said every time he comes up here, he sees it. So what it is he's seeing multiple, and we could sit here all day and catch 10, which I'll see. Because whip snakes are pretty cheeky. It'll come. These 2 that we've seen will come back. They'll be back in a minute. And besides, there'll be others anyway. Coming across. And it's going into the bag itself. Hang on. It's hunting. Let it hunt. Stack that. On the ass. Anyway, got a rock up me butt. Caught the snake though. Look at that. Look, they've been biting each other. That's obviously the male. Look at it. They've been punching on. Yeah. As I was saying, it won't be long until they come back. Usually the big ones are the females, but it looks to me like in this case the small one is a female and the 2 big ones are males. But anyway, I hurt myself then. Oh, I did hurt myself, really. Getting too old for this shit. And you look at the rockery here. It's just there's not 20 of them here. But anyway, Whip snakes are always good value for that as a snake catcher. Besides the fact they make you look like a goose because you miss them, it doesn't take long until they're trying to come back to say hello to you. And also, there's not just one of them, there's always a few. So they can make you look good in the way that the customer has called us for one. And in a minute we'll see him, we haven't seen him yet, and we'll tell him we've caught 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. The most I've ever caught in one sitting with whips is 7. We often, all of us snake catchers, Sarah and all that, often will leave with 7. Jensen absolutely loves this situation because he disappears by himself and comes back with a few himself, and he'll be spilled to know that we did. Oh no, and same here, Brooke. This is just one giant rock retaining wall. So if there's not 50 whips here, I'll be surprised. But anyway, let's see what we can put in the bag to make him happy, because that's what our snake catchers are, a placebo. Oh, what is that beautiful bird? Well, I don't know what that is, but man, that's beautiful. Looks like some form of dove. Looks like a bronze-winged pigeon, but really, really bronze. Probably not a bronze wing. Anyone who knows what that bird is, let me know. Bloody beautiful. The last job we've seen some of the same species, but really colourful. The more I look at this joint, the more I realise how many hundred of these snakes. Anyway, he'll be happy to know it's not an eastern brown. Anyway, I guess that's the main thing. We've had a few of that. Our very first call this morning was an existing customer that was shitting or worried about the fact that there's another eastern brown at her place, and she sent me a photo, and it was just it's a whip, which is a pleasant change to what she had last time. And then another customer in Logan Village also was adamant that she had an eastern brown hanging around in her fish pond, and alarm bells rang with that because that's not the eastern brown style thing. And we were saying, please send us a photo. She said, no, it's definitely 100% an eastern brown, and I'm going to put a shovel through its head. She sent a photo. I said, don't put any shovels through its head. It's just a harmless killback, as we thought, because they're semi-aquatic, and they do love, especially this weather we've got, where it's a bit unsettled and there's a lot of rain coming. So it's party time for the keelbacks, and in this case, apparently party time for the whips too. Have you all noticed that the eastern brown rush is finished? All the breeding season's over. So we'll start getting mixed bags, hence the small lad this morning and carpet just then, and then a whip. Instead of 11 or 12 eastern browns in one day, we're going to start getting the nice to deal with stuff.